So recently here at OMARI MC, we launched our own coin, and the question is, how do we get free OMARI Coin?
All right, if you guys go to, there'll be a link in the show notes in the video, but it is omarimc.com/free-coin. That's omarimc.com/free-coin. Just pretty much you create an account at Rally, and you verify your email address with them, and we will send you a coin. So we're not sending you a bunch of coins. We're sending you one coin, but hey, it's free money still. Reason why we're doing this. Why are we giving away a free coin? I've come to understand that people are slow to change, even if it's something that will be very good for them. So here's a little story. Back in 2017, I bought Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the reason why I bought them is because I kept hearing people this was back when more people frequently visited Facebook, but people kept posting on Facebook, it's just Bitcoin all day. That's all I heard about. There had to be like 12 to 2 dozen people mentioning Bitcoin on Facebook. So I figured out where to go buy some. I bought some Bitcoin, and then I bought Ethereum because I thought it sounded cool. Not because I knew what any of this did. And I think there were documentaries on Netflix about Bitcoin and blockchain. To be honest, they really weren't all that good at explaining exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So even after I watched it, I didn't really know what it was. But then in 2020, I remember that I think I sold the Bitcoin, but I had that Ethereum left over, and it wasn't much. I bought it had to be a few $100. But I remembered I had it in my Coinbase account, and I was like, oh, I have that Ethereum just laying around and it's doing nothing. I should just sell it. So I sold it.
Really?
I sold my Ethereum. It had to be the day before it started to just rip. And, I think it's up 1,000% within the past year. So all of that to say, people, if I would have known what I was getting into, I would have not only kept my Ethereum and my Bitcoin, but I would have dollar cost averaged over time. Or if I would have known more about trading, I would have bought the dips in both Ethereum and Bitcoin, and probably some other projects too. But all that to say, I am making this barrier to entry super duper low for people to just get the exposure that they need. So that you don't have to spend, $300, $400 to learn a lesson. But I didn't have, as much information as out there today. Or I don't want to say I didn't have. I did have it. It's just that I didn't take it upon myself to go look. So I'm bringing it to whoever's under the sound of our voices. I'm bringing it to you so that you understand exactly what it is and what you should be doing with the information. Because obviously, if you and I and anybody else had dollar cost averaged for Bitcoin or Ethereum over those 4 years, look, it's a very, very hefty return on that. But that doesn't mean today is too late. So obviously, we are not your fiduciary. We are not providing financial advice. But for educational purposes, it may be wise to, if you are not gonna look at charts and do all that stuff, just dollar cost average. It means buy a little bit on a regular basis. It could be every week, every month, every 2 weeks, every day, whatever you want to do. But it just means, hey, keep putting some away.
Yeah.
Like people do with their 401k, which a lot of that, don't get me started on that. But it just means put some in this because it's a good idea. Yes. Now, alternatively, when you have your OMARI coin, whether you guys buy any promotion product or service with the OMARI coin or you hold some, you get access to our Discord where we are in there regularly. Our traders on staff are in there, giving out the information of here's how we look at things, here's the moves we're making, and you can just copy our moves for a couple months if you want to learn that way and like really, get into the whole field and the ecosystem. And we just depending on how much you have or how much you buy, sometimes you can get our live trading sessions where you get to be on Zoom with us, and then you can ask questions of why is this a good idea? Why is that a good idea? Let me just say that it is immensely valuable. I don't want people, I'm not going to tell you how valuable it is, but it's if you need any convincing of that, just in our rewards alone, it was over 100,000 rally, which is just depending on the price of rally at the moment, it's going to swing, but it's, as of today, it's over 60 grand in rewards. That's just the rewards.
Come on, man.
So if you guys, and this is partially because we launched our own coin. So that has a big deal to do with it. And we're trying to get more of you to, it's not like, at least at the beginning, it really wasn't as much for us as it was for our community.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of who wants to take advantage of it.
Right.
Because what happens with these rewards is that the people who understand that they're paying out a bunch of rewards just put a bunch of money in.
Right.
It's not like those people are going to stop doing that. So if you are one of the people who's not in on that quite yet, and you really want to, and just for clarification, that is since late July.
Wow.
So you guys can learn this stuff directly from us. We'll walk you through it. We're not going to stop doing it, whether you do it or not.
Yeah. Facts.
So you might as well just learn. Not to go on a side tangent, but people keep talking about a widening wealth gap, and then like when there's information out there, you have to act on the information. Otherwise, the gap's just going to get bigger.
Right.
If you know smart stuff to do, you don't stop doing it. That's one of the viewpoints that people don't think about when they talk about this widening wealth gap. You need to take money from rich people and all this stuff. Like, I get some of it. Maybe I'll agree with like 5% of what they're saying.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you know smart stuff to do with your money, you don't stop doing that just because there's a widening wealth gap.
That's right. That's right.
So you could give away half of your money, and there's still going to be a widening wealth gap. Just because the ones who kept dollar cost averaging in Bitcoin and kept dollar cost averaging in Ethereum and kept buying stock options and kept buying stock, kept doing real estate, they don't stop doing that.
That's right.
They're not going to stop.
Yeah.
So you can have universal basic income. You can raise minimum wage to $20. You can do all this stuff. That's not gonna be the thing. Education's gonna be the thing, and then action on top of the education. If people don't do that, there is no closing of a wealth gap.
Yeah.
It's all a facade.
Yeah.
So no politician's gonna tell you that.
100%.
I'll tell you that because I don't run for office.
Yeah.
I don't really, YouTube can pull the channel. Like, all this other stuff, people can try to cancel you, but it doesn't matter when you know where the money's flowing.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as you know that, like, you can say whatever you want at a certain point, and then if they take your stuff away, you're like, all right, well, I'll just go trade now. And, like, you're good.
Yeah.
I want y'all to be good. So, there's my rant.
Yeah.
You guys can do what you want. We're obviously not stopping doing
Right.
whatever we're doing, but feel free to do what you want with this information.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff.